But I don't. When you don't. Are you recording? Cause we lie. And we lie. It's the GLCB show. The GLCB show.
Okay, I think we up in this motherfucker right now.
Oh! What's happening, my brother? This is another episode of
Good Liquor
Cheap Beer.
in the motherfucking house.
Damn, it's episode 14 of season 5. And my name is Ceenario.
My name is Joel.
And we are your hosts.
Brothers. I thought that's where you were going.
No, I know. I was just setting you up just to see what would happen. Just see.
And then your true colors come out when they set you up like that.
Holla,
Ah,
yo.
That's dope. But how's everybody doing out there?
Okay.
Like we just said, my
We
name
good.
is Joel. That is Ceenario. This
Yes,
is
yes.
Good Liquor Cheap Beer.
Good Liquor Cheap
Thank
Beer.
you all for joining us.
Oh, yeah.
We had an action-packed episode last week.
We did.
Fantasy basketball.
All fantasy.
And we had people emailing us every day.
We always talk about these emails. I love these emails.
We love the emails. And, before we get into all the sports talk or hip-hop talk or the
News talk. Ooh.
Sports hip-hop news, you know what I'm talking about. At Good Liquor Cheap
Hashtag
Beer.
sports hip hop news.
That's right. And at Good Liquor Cheap Beer, everywhere you look.
Where's that at?
Everywhere.
Facebook,
That's
Instagram.
right. Instagram.
At Good Liquor
Yeah.
Cheap Beer.
That
4
is
words in one.
correct. That is
Come and talk to us.
correct.
It's social media. Be
Yeah,
social.
definitely. If you go on there, if you go on the Instagram, you go on the Facebook, then you can see when we randomly do the shows. No,
Yeah.
just kidding. When we decide to
Or
do the
me
live
doing
show.
stupid shit randomly that I put on
That
the channel.
is true. No, honestly, seriously, go on there, follow us. You can follow us to at Who Is Joel. That's mine. We have at Ceenario over here.
Mhm.
Hit us up on there. We super appreciate that.
Yeah.
And we are happy to be here. And then Good Liquor Cheap Beer. What the hell does that mean, though?
We call it Good Liquor Cheap Beer because we got some motherfucking taste. I like some expensive shit sometimes.
That's
I like
right.
to keep it classy, but you
Yeah.
know what? Sometimes you got to get ashy. And
That's
so
right.
that I
Ashy.
get, well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Nasty.
You just got to have that nasty ice, that natty light, or that fucking 211s we used to drink.
No,
You remember when we used to drink the 211s?
You remember we used to do that? So,
Hey.
dude, we've been here for real sponsorships now, so we don't gotta fucking give
Oh,
these big plugs.
that's right, that's right, that's right.
Giving us that,
Yeah, we starting that up in the new year. So
That's what I heard. I heard the rumors that the producer was telling me earlier.
Oh.
He was saying that we were doing something coming up in the new year, that we're gonna have sponsorships or something. That
right.
we got the traffic to do sponsorships.
Ooh.
Imagine, I don't know. Imagine
Apparently.
might as well.
Apparently,
do it.
and so we got to thank you guys for listening,
Yeah,
for
thank
tuning
you
in.
all. Thank
Right
you.
now, I want to thank everybody that's actually on the live stream on Facebook.com/GoodLiquorCheapBeer or on Instagram, Instagram Live at Good Liquor Cheap Beer. So thank you guys for tuning in. Come talk some shit with us when we can. When we notice on the little chat room, we'll try to wave back at the very least.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if it's possible, I might type. But if I don't, it's all good. You know that I am
It's all
watching
love.
you, and it's all love, and we love you for tuning in. And for everybody that's catching us on the replay, you can catch us where?
Ooh.
Spotify,
They're anywhere.
Apple
They can
Music.
pick their poison. I
Pick
like to
the
say that. I
poison
like to
and
say
pick the
that.
poison
And they're
sauce.
in the poison berry.
Burp
Oh.
number 1 and 2, the combo. Ooh, 3.
Yeah, dude, no, but
That's a
you
3-piece.
came in.
Served it up.
That's a 3-piece combo right there, actually. Dude, you came in here hot though. You came
Oh.
in here with about 3 coming in.
Coming in hot.
You just did 3, 7. So dude, we just hit it, dude. There was some weak sauce.
No more.
There's some weak sauce burns.
Yeah, you should never record those.
Those did
never
not,
do those
deserve,
again. Yeah.
They didn't deserve to hit the air. But what that does mean is that we are on number 7 burp.
Ooh.
And that means we are hitting the stride. We are rolling already. Dude, this is a record. This is a record-breaking show right
We
now.
are super rolling because
This
you
is
know what?
record-breaking.
You know right now you said a key word.
Ooh, was it a buzzword?
It
What
was
did I
a
say?
buzzword.
What did I say? I don't
Deserve.
remember.
It was deserve.
Deserve.
Maybe I deserve.
Oh.
No, imagine deserve, dude. You know what? You know why that brought it up or why that made me think? Because one of the notes or one of the points that we were going to talk about today.
No
I
notes. We
believe.
never bring notes.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
say notes.
What is that?
Don't act like we're
But
prepared.
who deserves to be in your all-time starting 5?
Oh,
You know why? I don't know if you
we're
saw
going
it.
right into it.
I don't know if you saw it. Yeah. I don't know if you saw it.
They want it. Give it to them.
Don't know if you saw it. I don't know if you saw it, but last week,
I seen it.
they reported on Players Tribune that Allen Iverson,
starting five, right?
Allen Iverson, Allen Iverson named his starting five, and we put it up on the Instagram. So once again, if you didn't hear earlier, Instagram is at goodliquorcheapbeer. You can go see one of our last posts is about the starting five that Allen Iverson said to the Players Tribune. That would be Steph Curry
for the point guard.
Well, we'll see, right? Yeah. Where would you put? That's the question, right? Where would you put them? But let's hear it. So the starting five are Steph Curry.
That's point guard.
Michael Jordan.
At the 2.
Kobe Bryant.
At the 3.
LeBron James.
At the 4.
And Shaq Daddy Diesel.
At the 20. No, I'm just kidding. At the 20 spot.
Right? Isn't it kind of natural, though? Like, so Michael's the 2, though, right?
That's
Michael's the 2?
But that's
Kobe's the forward?
Time. Okay, let's get it straight, though. That is
his all time. Is it positionless, though? It's like, what you would argue, like, would you put a positionless all five, a starting five, or would you do it like him?
Oh, man,
what do you think of his?
Well, I mean, is the proper 2 and 3 there? And then I mean the 4, 2. The 2, 3, and 4 are Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. Yeah. Would you put Jordan at the 2 over Kobe? I mean, I guess, right? Imagine, I guess that's his position.
Yeah.
Kobe doesn't get anything. He doesn't get no love for the 2 spot. He's got to take the 3.
I mean, I don't know. Like, to me, it's more about, like, at that point, then it's like, okay, what does, like, a forward do, and, like, who has more? And it's like, to me, I think that Kobe, Homer time, Homer talk.
Kobe should be at every position.
No. This is the thing. LeBron James. Michael Jordan is a dog.
Mind you,
he's a
3 players
motherfucking
in this that have all been Lakers, by the way. And
yeah,
I love that.
I know, right?
All right, go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
We know that Michael Jordan was a dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he will make it his personal mission to fucking just demoralize you. And you could say that for actually all of those players, technically, if you think about Curry and the way he shoots in your face and just, like, fucking runs away and, like,
Curry's got too many smiles, huh?
Yeah, too many smiles. It's just shooting in your face like a fucking killer.
Too many Dwight smiles?
You know? No, way different from Dwight smiles.
Okay.
Way different.
Why are they way different? Tell me.
Dwight's were a mask for insecurity. Steph is like, I'm playing with you.
He's gloating.
Yeah, super gloating.
Dude.
So, you know, you could say that all of those dudes,
shimmying everywhere,
except for LeBron James. It loves that part of the game, I think.
Yeah.
Because LeBron, I would say that I don't know if he truly loves that part of the game, and that, I'm not taking away from him necessarily, but I don't think he loves that part of the game as much as.
Hey, what part of the game?
Demoralizing the opponent.
Oh, you don't think LeBron likes that?
Not as much as everyone else on that roster. Like Shaq, most dominant center of all time. Like, maybe, right? Arguably. But, like, this is my space. I inhabit it. If you happen to be in my way, I'm so sorry. If my dick fucking just flies over your head and you think that's disrespectful, you should have moved out of the way. Because this is my motherfucking home.
Yeah, you know
that's Shaq.
I think the thing with LeBron is that he's not too comfortable with the fact of, like, styling on people.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
And I think it stems from the fact that he was so physically imposing now at the, you know, like, not the tail end of his career, because he's still got a lot of good years left. But I mean, now that it's like there's other players in the league that are like, holy crap, like
starting to challenge for the throne.
Look at like Alphabet, dude. Like look at Giannis, like Antetokounmpo. It's like, dude, you got a player like that. Yeah. It's like you look at LeBron, you're still like, wow, what a freak athlete. But you got other kids coming up that are like, holy crap. So yeah, younger LeBron, he didn't really style on people. No. And the other thing was though, is because he didn't really have a chance to. The other teams he was on, he was carrying them. Right. I want to see how Curry is. Is he still smiling and shimmying like that when he's got to pull a team from coming back? Good point. You know what I mean? It's with Curry, he's always just dancing and smiling because, dude, his team's so fucking good.
So you would say, you would argue, and I don't say I would disagree, that the rest of the four.
How is Magic Johnson not the one instead of Curry?
Ooh, a lot of people were saying that online, actually. I was looking at the comments on Instagram, and a lot of people were talking about that.
I can say that's like, how is Magic not one? How is Larry Bird not even in here?
But this is just one guy's opinion, man.
No,
this is Allen Iverson's opinion. So,
but I mean, we are talking about all-time starting five, so that's why I'm like, dude,
real quick, before we get
so good though. But yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the funny thing is that we're debating whether or not LeBron has this thing that the others had. Yeah. And it's not even necessarily about that, right? I just wanted to point that out. Yeah. That on Allen Iverson's all-time starting five 4 out of 5 of them are motherfuckers that dog, like they're motherfuckers that enjoy dogging you on the court, except for LeBron. So that then raises the question to me.
Included into that.
Yeah, because Curry loves styling on mouthfuckers, dude. Yeah, making his shimmy and doing all that shit. Yeah,
bust threes in your fucking
face. Yeah, chewing on his fucking mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? Like he wouldn't be doing that shit if he wasn't that great.
Like that too.
Yeah. Jordan will demoralize you. Shaq will demoralize you. So, but this is the thing, right? Is that important? I'm just saying it's like that, and you could say like maybe it's important, but that to me is a testament of how fucking great LeBron James is.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have to be. I'm gonna dog you, kill you, demoralize you, and I'm still gonna fucking just physically beat you and maybe not even smile at you. Just I magnanimously just walk down the court, and fucking pound his chest and just be like, I'm the king.
What's nuts, dude, is that the other players
that's the most that he does.
Earlier, they did do that, and then they actually. Magic Johnson was kind of similar. He didn't really dog people like that.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? I didn't really think about that. And then Larry Bird, too.
Yeah.
He was a quiet assassin.
Yeah, quiet assassin.
He'll go in there and he'll just kill you.
Quiet assassin.
And make you feel worse because you're like, holy crap, this guy's just in here. Is that Kawhi? Actually, Larry Bird got a little more, personality than Kawhi.
Right.
That's so crazy. That's how little – no, not that Larry Bird is such a little personality. Not at all. But it's just so funny how Kawhi is just, so blank. Just not really, much going on there in the personality area. It was so nuts, dude. But yeah, man, as far as the top 5, wow.
So what are you gonna say? Who yours is?
Man, I mean Curry at the 1, dude. It's I can't really argue with that, dude. It sucks. It sucks. Imagine that's obviously coming from a Laker perspective, but damn, dude, that guy is gonna win his 4th championship this year.
Yeah.
4th.
That's crazy.
Him and fucking Clay and Draymond and Iguodala all have 3 championships. That is so crazy when I think about that. And when you think about that, it's holy crap, man, he's going to have 4. How can you not put the best shooter of all time, right?
Shooter.
Dude, at the 1. So, damn, man. Yeah, I think the 1, the players that I would have thrown in there would have been obviously Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Those are people to look at. But it's hard to argue with any of these, dude, because LeBron can take, LeBron and Jordan and Kobe and Shaq. Those type of players are just
generational.
Yeah, dude. That's once in a fucking lifetime.
And
you would think.
And that was actually the first time around, not today, but now I'm comfortable with actually putting Curry in that elite category. I wasn't before. Not that I wasn't comfortable. I was just I just didn't really consider it
this year.
Yeah, but yes.
Actually,
how great
on one of these episodes, dude, when we were going over the championships, how much the team has, and dude, I was sincere and super genuine when I was coming to that realization. It's dude, that squad has 3. The core squad has 3.
Right.
And then Durant's gonna get his 3rd.
Yeah, as long as everything pans out their way.
Wow, man, that is insane.
They'll all have their 4th.
So is KD not on this spot? He doesn't get no love on the top 5. You're shaking your head all disappointed.
I mean, no, but can you honestly say who he would kick off from there?
Let me see.
Who the fuck could he kick out?
Damn. I mean, let's talk when I think I gotta talk when KD goes to another team and wins the championship there. Then you gotta talk about maybe being on the all-time list. Because
where?
Dude, if
the
he
Clippers?
goes somewhere else. Oh, that's another thing. That's rumor mills going on, huh?
Shit.
They're moving.
Should we keep talking 5 or should we talk about this?
Let's go to the other one. Yeah, they're saying he's gonna go to the Clippers.
I can't believe it's actually heating up, man. I can't believe I've heard this so much over the last 2 weeks, more than ever.
So he's supposed
just
to
getting louder and louder and
louder.
louder.
What's supposed to happen.
It's just getting louder and louder that
Why would he come to the Lakers?
It's not just even getting louder and louder about fucking KD to the Clippers.
It's just
the fact
getting people, right?
No. Over the last week and a half to 2 weeks, I noticed from Stephen A. to everyone on fucking ESPN to people on Twitter, all these journalists and stuff talking about more and more, not just that KD would choose the Clippers, but that if KD opts out of the Warriors, if he chooses to leave. So that's the big if, right?
They say if he's gonna choose the Clippers.
No, if he doesn't choose the Warriors. Warriors are still supposedly favored, right?
Yeah.
But if he doesn't choose the Warriors, that the reason he won't is because the Clippers are going to land both him and Kawhi Leonard.
That scares the fuck out of me.
That scares the shit out of me.
And you know what?
Oh, diarrhea.
Poop. Poop, pretty much.
Time to change my pamper. Like, what? Why would you have a pamper? I only free ball.
Depends, homie.
Literally. Depends. Wow, double entendre.
Yeah, that was good.
Love it.
That was like,
I love it.
No, my friend.
But damn, dude. So what do you think about that? I know, as you said, it scares the shit out of you, but why?
You know, I mean, it scares the shit out of me as a Laker fan, just to think that like that type of talent would be across the pond. But it's across the pond. It's not even like like there. But I was kind of playing on the Lakers too. That's why. Yeah, dude, it scares the crap out of me because that team is gonna win a championship if you have Kawhi on the same team with KD.
Is that not fucking ridiculous?
Yeah, they're gonna win. That team would win a championship.
Dude, so today is the 12th. So when I was preparing these notes, oh yeah, we don't do notes. But it was literally 5. It's been at least a week. I think to me, in the sports news hip hop world, things just goes sports hip hop news. Excuse me. I like that. The news just goes so like quick that it feels like it was 2 weeks ago. But right now, I just saw my notes. December 7th was when Stephen A. was saying this. So it actually hasn't been that long, but it's 5 days. So it feels like 2 weeks since I heard this. Yeah. But that's when he was talking about.
But I have heard it heat up too. I have heard them talking about it. I've seen it on the rumor mills, like on different websites. Yeah. Even it's bled into the fantasy websites too. They're talking about it. It's like potential moves and whatnot because you got to keep up with that. Definitely when you talk about the fantasy stuff. What do you think about it? You think that's legit? You think he's really gonna go to the fucking Clippers? You think so? Do you think KD would really go to the Clippers? Number one, would he? Do you think he would?
So, dude, like. 2 or 3, I don't know, like 4 episodes maybe ago, like we actually discussed jokingly and scoffed at it.
Joel, go back and check those episodes.
No, we scoffed at the idea.
Do not ask me that question again.
We did kind of briefly discuss the fact that real
quick, you guys can go check the episodes back though. Good Cheap Beer.
Click the link in the bio for Good Liquor Cheap Beer on IG.
Music, all that. But go ahead, let them know.
So what was I saying?
I actually forgot.
About, Stephen A. So what he was talking about. Yeah. So before, like 3-4 episodes ago, we talked about the KD potentially going to the Clippers, and we just kind of scoffed at it. We laughed at it because it's like, who the fuck else is gonna come? But you know what? Wow. It's pretty crazy that like you just see more and more smoke, right? And where there's smoke, there's fire.
If KD's coming, someone will come with him.
And what's scary about that?
Who wouldn't run to come play with KD?
No. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's not about who wouldn't run, but to me, when I heard that KD and Kawhi combo. To me, that was just that specifically never it never really crossed my mind that would happen. Honestly, maybe in my delusional world, I guess. Didn't really think that would happen.
Why do you think I wanted Kawhi and LeBron so bad? Because if you pair Kawhi with a fucking elite player like that, 2 elite players that.
Dude, Kawhi and KD together specifically is crazy because of like their personalities and their like playing style. Like it's like fits. Weird. And then it's like
you think we are gonna
no.
If it's
in a weird,
nicely.
Great way.
Yeah.
Like they
complement each other.
They're not LeBron.
Nicely.
Like they're not like LeBron type of player. They're not like Kobe. Like they're odd. Like superstars.
They're both guys that are kind of
just a little odd.
They have similar dispositions.
Little issues. Imagine
similar dispositions.
Little weirdo issues. Imagine, but like to me. But yeah, dude, that's like
quirky.
A little quirky. You know.
Guys. Like obviously,
and I can see them being like
the most. They're not the most extroverts either.
Yeah.
Both of them.
And I can see this as an actual move where they're like, "Haha, LeBron, we're gonna be in the same city, baby, but we don't need you. Me and him is gonna team up."
No, dude.
They got the money to do it. They got the cap space to do it.
It's a slight
spending. No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that that's their main purpose.
No,
but that's just like an extra cherry on top. Like
I never thought
KD to LeBron with the Lakers, I don't need that. KD going, I don't need LeBron. I could go to LA and I'm gonna join up a homie over here, and we're gonna take over LA.
Holy crap!
I have no allegiance to the Lakers.
I don't like that at all.
I hate it.
What I hate most about that is that it sounds so realistic.
Dude, and this is the thing.
It can happen.
So let's take it back to Stephen A. The reason I brought him up wasn't just to say that that's where I first heard it, because I didn't. Like you said, we had been hearing rumbles about it for a while. But when Stephen A. said this, he talked about the fact that, and this is what was scary, right? So he said, those are the big rumblings, Kawhi. Yeah. But even if it's not Kawhi, that at the very least, they'd get like a top grade B player, like B superstar. So we're talking not megastar, but still a
kind of
superstar.
Some names of who he thinks that would be like a
not on the clip,
player like that.
Not on the clip that I thought. Do you have any in mind?
I'm thinking like who can really? Because dude, if you're talking about
Klay Thompson, imagine they both leave.
Klay Thompson's pretty high. Like if that's your B, okay, yeah, I can see that a high B. Fuck man, but dude, like
or Lillard,
you got Kawhi. Damn, those are all Bs.
No. I'm saying that's what. No, so Kawhi. So Klay Thompson's more of a B. I'm talking about like KD's a megastar.
Yeah.
Is Damian Lillard a megastar? No. Like he's like a top superstar.
I would say Damian Lillard. Okay.
There's only like 3 megastars, dude.
To me, yeah,
like
I know.
KD and Steph and
that's
LeBron.
What I'm saying. He's
like,
definitely Kawhi's definitely at the same level as Dame. Like that's for sure. But KD's at another level.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So Kawhi. Dude, but exactly what I imagine, but it's like, dude, we're saying all this like Kawhi's not at that point. Dude, he went to the fucking Raptors, and just like I fucking said it, first episode, we talked about it too. We talked about it like the first couple episodes. That's what I'm telling everybody. Go check out the earlier episodes.
True.
Some good stuff. But dude, I called it, dude. We can go back and bring the soundbite. I called it, and I said that Kawhi's team, the Raptors, the way they stand with Kawhi on that team, with fucking Danny Green too, that they're probably going to come out of the fucking East as the best team. And they're in fucking first place by a mile. Like, not by a mile that they're leading everybody else, but they're by a mile the best team in the East. That's for damn sure right now. That's crazy, dude. So when you're talking about a player like KD, a player like Kawhi, that's why I'm wondering who Stephen A is like, well, they might do this or this. Because I'm like, when you're hitting me with a potential KD and Kawhi, that's insane.
That hurts my heart.
That is a big punch that it's like, dude, they're going to be in the contention for a championship automatically and might even be favored. Like looking at the other landscape, like what's going on. So who else is going to be your Bs that are even close to that to scare me to be like, oh, or this? Because if it's not KD and Kawhi, it better be KD and somebody else that's fucking impressive that's going to scare me because Kawhi and KD is fucking crazy.
Hopefully not the person I'm about to mention because in the scenario...
Don't say Anthony Davis.
So in the scenario...
Not say Anthony Davis.
In the scenario...
Because that's 2 generational players.
In this scenario...
Shit, some may argue Kawhi's a generational fucking player, man. Dude, Kawhi is so good. But go ahead.
No.
Let me know.
Who
was the other one? Who was the one that you were going to say fucking AD, huh?
So Anthony Davis. Whole reason I brought up Stephen A.
That will blow the fucking NBA roof off.
The whole reason I brought
roof off and the roof off.
It will give me a rupee.
They're going to have roofies tonight.
Oh, Bill Cosby. Hey, check it out. So the whole reason I brought up Stephen A. was to bring it up because it was part of the notes and also to answer your question. You asked me how would that make me feel, right? How would the KD and Kawhi joining up with the Clippers make me feel?
My pants.
So not only that, but this, before I can truly tell you how to make me feel, I got to tell you this part. This is scary. So Stephen A. said,
the letter I wrote when I was falling asleep.
So he said that it would be another superstar, like Kawhi Leonard, or at least a top tier B level superstar.
Yes.
And he said the effect of that,
right.
plus the Pelicans saying no way to us, to the Lakers, for the trade for Anthony Davis. If that actually holds true and they really do not trade AD to the Lakers, then the effect on the Lakers where LeBron actually gets nobody next year could actually be a realistic thing.
That's not going to happen.
Because, dude, then who else? Because that's what he was saying. He's like, who else? It's like, if KD and Kawhi join up on the Clippers, and then LeBron, we just can't get AD because Pelicans are like, no, we're not going to trade him to you, then who the fuck comes that's actually going to matter?
There's a lot of things that got to happen.
And that starts to actually be scary for even LeBron. He's like, wow, I signed 4 years. And like, I'm not actually going to get anybody you told me we're going to get Kawhi.
So now when we look back, is not making the Kawhi move a bad move?
Starting to look like it. Imagine, but it's early rumblings.
Wait, but they wanted everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
They wanted everybody. Would you still not trade her, or now are you kind of like, shit,
I don't go back. And I said that was too rich.
You can't trade Josh Hart, Kyle Kuzma, fucking Ingram.
Lonzo, all of them.
They just didn't want Lonzo.
No, they did.
They wanted Lonzo too?
They wanted like 4 of them. They wanted to completely gut us.
Throw in a fucking suitcase of sneakers too.
No, dude, they wanted to completely gut
us.
Yeah, they wanted to completely gut us.
Fleece.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? we were so opposed to it. But imagine that your fucking bare bones squad is LeBron and Kawhi. You got to fill the gaps after. It's like, dude, you probably.
And then we still could have gotten Stevenson and Rondo and all these people.
Maybe.
So, yeah.
Or at least maybe been like, wow, look, we just got to fill this gaps right now. See how good Kawhi and LeBron are, and then next year still get somebody. That's like, dude, like that could have happened too.
I know.
That's why when they announced, dude, and we can go back to probably
how
like the
serious
first
were
episode
they
or
to
the
actually,
second episode.
How serious were they to actually trading them to us?
When we fucking heard that dude, there was like all these fake memes and fake trades and fake tweets coming out during that time. And when we heard, there was a big fake tweet the fake Woj bomb that went out that said Kawhi Leonard has been traded to the Lakers, Woj bomb, to the Lakers for all those dudes. And I remember saying in the group text, that's what you got to do to get a superstar.
True that.
Because that's what you got to do. The Raptors fucking made the move. Now they're the best team in the East. So another thing I was going to say, now that we're talking about the Raptors, dude, Kawhi has to fucking say fuck you to the Raptors before he fucking goes to the Clippers. So it's like there still has to be a level of leaving. You really don't think that there's no chance of Kawhi staying on the Raptors?
Do you go back to the episodes? That's my whole thing. Is that like
what episodes?
I talked about? Good Liquor Cheap Beer.
What show are we
Good Liquor Cheap
about?
Beer. Go back around maybe
that.
like episode 8 or 9, and I talk about that.
Okay.
I'm talking about that, the fact that like, or maybe it was earlier than that. It might have been like one of the earlier episodes where like it had just happened. And
I was thinking about it before I went on the air.
No, and we talked about that, and I said, wow, now that he's on the Raptors, he ain't going nowhere.
The producer heard me. I was talking to him about it.
No, I called it to start the season that he's not going anywhere.
That he's staying on the Raptors.
Yes, because it's
That's
like
right. You did say that.
Because I said like there's no LeBron there.
In that scenario,
there's
the
no
KD
LeBron there.
fucking shit don't happen. So is KD just gonna come to the Clippers if Kawhi's not even in the league?
Who
is KD coming with?
That's why it's just.
Or is KD that good? Is KD that good now that he could launch the Clippers into being contenders by himself? That's for I do think
he's got text game.
I know, dude.
Can he get some texts in and say let's meet up on the Lakers
for
on the Clippers? To Kawhi.
Just Kawhi.
Can one of them? Because Kawhi ain't gonna recruit.
Kawhi or bust.
And Kawhi ain't gonna recruit, so KD's got to get on his text.
He's got to get on the text game. Man,
gotta get the text game on.
The fucking text game, Insta game, fucking Instagram, fucking
Instagram video.
Dude,
yeah, dude.
Because, dude, like, whatever. Imagine whatever then.
Whatever. Let's just worry about who's coming to the Lakers. Because you know who could?
Who?
Wait, who were we hearing about? Were we saying there was a trade?
Were you talking about Ariza?
What'd you think about that?
The Ariza trade? Before we talk about Ariza, let's talk about somebody else who was a former Rocket, too.
Oh.
Is Carmelo done in the NBA, bro?
Oh.
Is he just done?
Jalen Rose would say so.
I'm asking somebody who drafted Carmelo this year, like in the fantasy league. So that's why I'm not even saying that like you drafted him. No, I'm like, hey, dude, you obviously had expectations for him, or thinking that he might do something.
I thought,
So now looking at it and kind of look at his whole career in retrospect, imagine. Do you think he's done? Is that it? Is it over for fucking Melo? No other team? Because I heard that LeBron was talking to the Lakers and he was like, yo, I kind of want my boy to come, and the Lakers were like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, totally. I heard all about that.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're like, oh, all right.
That's cool that you want him to come.
Yeah, totally.
We got other things going on.
For sure. And
is it over, dude? Is he too old? Did he burn the way he plays? Did he just rub people the wrong way? Did he burn his bridges? Like, is he too big for his bridges? Imagine.
So I wouldn't have.
We talking about London bridges?
I wouldn't have said. There's a reason. There's a reason he lasted on my injury reserve for 2 weeks. Because
you were wondering that something.
Because I was like, I hope he's not stupid and done. But then like,
I hope he's not an idiot and can't get a job in the NBA.
But then, dude, like, I had to think about it after, and there's 2 reasons why. It's like, and then of course 3 reasons why. The third and least important one being that like now it's actually.
Think about it. There's about 19 reasons.
But now people are actually
through 13 through 12.
Like Jalen Rose was talking about it, and then like I forgot who else, and they were just talking about how like he's done and like he's probably gonna go play in China or he should or whatever because it's over. And I was just like, wow, because I was already thinking when I dropped him after 2 weeks because I was just like, he ain't coming back to a team anytime soon. That's what I'll say. So that's why I dropped him. Like, he ain't coming anytime soon.
Something's got to get on this weekend, though, I think. Something's going on, right? Like, December 14th marks the day that, like, people can be moving, free agents move, or people get.
Is that what it is?
Something. Yeah, there's something going on this weekend. There's going to be movement going on. Watch the news and the NBA stuff going on.
Waiver wire.
Woj is going to be dropping some bombs this weekend. That's for sure.
I'm going to be dropping some bombs.
Everybody else, that is in 20 minutes. Do not go in there.
Damn.
Do not go in there.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. I now I'm starting to think that it's very possible, but I don't know. We'll see. Like, I feel like not just in December, but like come early play, like right before the playoff push, or right before like they can stop signing people. Like that's when he may see a team. But here's the thing.
It's crazy because I would say he'd go to the Rockets, but he was on the Rockets.
Yeah, fuck, he's done there, dude. Honestly, it didn't work.
It's like, dude, where's it gonna go?
Isn't that crazy that it couldn't work? And this is the thing. The Lakers are like,
this is where it should work.
The
Rockets,
right? It's like the Lakers are like, that's cool. You want him to come here. Why didn't he work with CP3? You guys are all homies. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, how could he not make it work with CP3 and Harden?
I thought about something, though. I thought about something that I was like, maybe, and this is going to go against what we were just saying. We're just shitting on everything. Maybe the D'Antoni thing had something to do with it.
Totally.
Do you remember that was his coach in New York?
Yeah, in New York. And that's why
he didn't like him.
That's why I was like,
get playing time with the Rockets.
That's why I was just like, that could totally be it too.
Go somewhere else and get a second chance.
But this is the thing.
He's going to play for another team.
So here's the thing.
I do feel like he will.
So the second thing that I was going to say was
second favorite civil year
was Allen Iverson, bro. So like
Allen Iverson.
So going back to the first point of the day.
Tale.
Going back to the first point of the day with AI, it's just like I don't know if you would disagree, but like to me, it's like I did not foresee that crashing and burning it like it did at the end. Like,
AI.
Yeah, man, because it's like it
wasn't surprising.
Like you really fucked it up 3 times, like back to back to back to back. Like you leave and you come back and you leave and you come back and it's like, and he's so good still, and it's like I ain't coming off the bench.
Like part of it,
I ain't doing this.
I mean, we know his attitude, all that stuff.
For sure.
And but I feel part of it just has to do with like him being such a polarizing figure when he was coming up, and then earning that bad rep because of that.
Right.
And I was like, damn, dude, he's just him as a figure is so polarizing that he's created that whole like that image of himself. But I mean, it was also his actions, you know, the way that he was and all that shit. So yeah, that shit was nuts with Allen Iverson. Just no fucking. He's the player, one of the players where it's like he should have been playing in the NBA and probably still should have right now. He could help people, dude. Vince Carter's still playing for a team.
That is rare. That is rare, though. That's Vince being like that's truly putting your ego in parking.
The ultimate teammate as well.
Oh, that's truly putting your ego in parking.
That is burp number 9.
Yeah, burp number 9.
That just means we are rolling to another level. Ecstasy level, probably.
Oh, where do you get that from? How much?
Imagine the next sponsorship is from Ecstasy. Imagine it will make your
from your back alley. It'll make you feel like you're flying on the moon. And you know who is not Jamario Moon? Trevor Ariza.
Whoa, Jamario Moon, what a throwback reference. He's not in the NBA no more.
But he is on the Big 3.
Is he on the Big 3?
I think he was, maybe.
Jamario Moon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ex-LeBron teammate.
Damn, dude, that is from the Cleveland Cavaliers, dude, and another player
that could be. Wasn't he on the Lakers for a little bit?
Like
on the summer,
maybe.
Summer
yeah.
Like
that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. Well, another player that could be a future teammate of LeBron is Trevor Ariza.
Yeah,
you did bring him up earlier, and very interesting. As a Trevor Ariza owner in the fantasy basketball league, I am fucking curious to see where he goes.
Wait. So you own him?
I can't call it. Yeah,
he's a part of your squad.
He is.
Wow.
That he is. Yeah.
For how long? You got him off the wire?
The whole year. I drafted him.
Oh.
I dropped him for like a week, and then I picked him up when I was like, holy shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Nice. And nobody sniffed him up, huh?
Nobody, dude. I was lucky that nobody.
How long was he on the wire?
Probably a week.
On the wire.
Yeah, about a week. I was going to hit that was false.
Yeah, we had to take a little break right there. Give it up for Shaka Khan.
So Trevor Ariza, man, they're saying. So you're saying there's a chance that he might be on
We lost 3 viewers right now.
We lost all 80 viewers.
They thought the shit was over.
They were like, it's Dunzo. It's just been Dunzo for 3 weeks.
Dunzo like Lonzo. Wait. So what's up with Ariza? You said he might come. Do you think that's happening?
Damn, unfortunately, I think there's a high possibility of that happening. And this is why.
Oh, unfortunately. Okay,
yeah,
I want to hear it. I want to hear all of it.
Okay.
I want to hear it all, baby.
Well, this is the thing. I think that the Lakers trying to get Ariza signifies two things.
Give it to me.
It signifies that they are thinking they can make a run in the playoffs.
Give it to me.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Dude, that excites me. That excites me. Give her the fucking stepmom fucking hand.
Give it to me.
That excites me. The only reason any team is trying to get Ariza is because they think that they can make a run with him. That's the only reason you would do that.
So we're getting him because we're going to make a run with him.
Because the Lakers think they can make a run with him.
Choice words.
Now, I'll go into that right now. Secondly, I think even if they don't think
civil engineer.
My second
time for the episode.
If they don't think that they can make a run, a serious run for the chip,
why would he come here? Why would we get him?
Well, I think that taking him away from the Rockets potentially would be a reason to get Ariza too. And because if you think that the Rockets are the only team that stands in your way potentially to get
a
to
matchup
the
with the
Warriors, then I would make a trade to get that player because I've done that in fantasy. And I'm going to tell you, like, I've picked up players when I didn't really want them because I just didn't want my opponent to get him. And that's the same way GMs move in the fucking league. They'll do that shit. They'll get a player. Do you think that he'll fucking come to the Lakers?
Yeah, and then just to spite him.
Is that really why you think that they're gonna get him? Just to spite who? Spite the Rockets? Did you think about that before?
I did not really think about that.
Dude,
before.
I thought about that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that rumor. I was like, why are they're trying to get him from the Rockets? Do the Lakers
from the Rockets?
Dude, because where else could he go that he could? Well, you know what? Now that we're talking about Ariza, Trevor Ariza can help
go to the Bay.
Fucking team.
He can go to Denver.
Well, of course he could go to the Bay.
Denver's getting a little scary.
Denver, dude, he could go to the Sixers and help them too.
Ooh,
Trevor Ariza could go to the Sixers and help them. He could go to any fucking team in the NBA and help them right now. Ooh, baby. That's just what I think. And that's ooh, baby. That might be like the.
What about the Pacers? Imagine they're like, nah, they ain't on nobody's radar no more.
The Pacers?
Yeah.
I mean, the Pacers could use all the help they could get. Hey, Ariza.
What about the Raptors? No space.
I think they would love to have.
Celtics have no space.
And they could have. Dude, that's the thing. All these teams could use Ariza. Every fucking team that you're saying, the New Orleans
Pelicans
could
waste.
use. Yeah, no. He would be great there. Waste. The Pelicans, and if he went to the fucking Nuggets, he'd help.
Nuggets is great.
He'd help them too.
Yeah. Nuggets is scary.
Any team.
Nuggets is scary.
Dude, the Nuggets are scary. Yeah. That's another team that I'd be like, that's a team that's in contention to do some damage.
Yeah, but you know what? I just started thinking about him like in a playoff series, though. I don't know if they're that scary in a playoff series.
Well, I wouldn't even bet against that team against LeBron. That's what you got to come down to. It's like, number one, before you're talking about the Warriors, before you even talk about the Warriors, which can destroy this current Laker team, like when you're really looking at it, who are you going to bet against LeBron?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
say really like anybody else.
Fuck, man.
I would have said the Rockets to start the season.
Actually,
the Hornets
and the Nuggets, I mean, their team cohesiveness, you don't think it's going to be good enough to, like, beat the Lakers squad? Because LeBron and LeBron and friends. It's LeBron and friends.
Super LeBron and friends. Yeah.
As long as LeBron's got some friends, he's going to fuck your ass up a little
LeBron and Kuz is already working out to be a nice little
that's great. What they need to do is put Josh Hart in the starting lineup. That's ridiculous.
Lonzo's playing really well.
No, put Lonzo at the 1. Put Josh Hart at the 2.
But they just want KCP's.
No, trade Ingram. Yeah. Get fucking... Dude, I'm sorry, dude.
Ooh, hot take.
That's it, dude. Imagine...
Trading him for who?
I'm done. Imagine trade him for fucking Kawhi. That's what I was trying to do. I would have traded Kawhi I would have traded fucking Ingram and somebody else for Kawhi. I would have done
let him go for that.
Heartbeat.
They ain't gonna let him go just for that.
Would you trade fucking Kawhi fucking Kuzma and Ingram for fucking Kawhi? I would have done that in a heartbeat.
They ain't gonna do that though.
They're not gonna do that.
That's what I just said. Why would they ever do that?
I'll do fucking Josh Hart too.
They just did the Spurs. Speaking of, have you ever thought about
everybody they wanted?
Speaking of,
they didn't want Lonzo.
Dude,
the Spurs did not want Lonzo. They wanted the other 3 guys.
4 people.
They wanted 3.
4 people. They wanted Josh Hart. They wanted Kuzma. They wanted Ingram. They wanted somebody else.
That's it.
No, dude.
No, they didn't want Lonzo.
Yes, they did. They wanted
They
somebody
did.
else.
I talked to them. They wanted Lonzo.
No, I don't even know about Lonzo necessarily, but they wanted someone else. All right, Spurs. This is the thing. You just talked about. Have you ever thought about?
I'm mad, bro. I'm
franchise?
mad. We should have had Kawhi.
Another franchise fucking came up and said, "Here's DeRozan," and they fucking traded him for DeRozan. They didn't want to trade him to us.
Yeah, I'm convinced that's what it is. You said it. When you were saying it, you explained it. They just didn't want to trade it.
You just said, like, have you ever thought about that they would spike someone else?
I would have unloaded everybody.
But they didn't truly want it. That's why they were asking for something that they knew would never get done.
Lonzo. I swear they didn't want Lonzo. They're stupid too, because Lonzo's good.
Yes.
I'm not even saying Lonzo.
I don't even know if that was true. I think I remember you saying that, and it may have been true.
Dude, it was.
Or it might have been like,
I spoke to Pop and the GM personal.
No. I spoke to Papa John's. They delivered 2 pizzas yesterday.
They gave me a wrong delivery.
I spoke to Papa Giorgio.
Now they owe me a
And
Kawhi
you
Leonard.
won 2 cars
They owe me a
in National
Kawhi
Lampoon
Leonard
movie.
and the Belay dinner. Imagine it's a Belay winner. Y'all already know what it is for show. The Grammys come around.
Oh shit!
Grammy season.
Grammys?
You didn't know I was gonna flip it on your ass like that.
Oh,
You're like, oh shit!
Flip nobody on their ass.
Flip mode squad, homie.
Oh shit!
Y'all already know
when
what
are the
it
Grammys?
is for show.
When are the Grammys?
Y'all already know what it is.
I know they just announced the
Imagine
nominees.
February.
Oh, that's right.
They're in February.
Oh yeah, it's the Grammy trip. All right, but the Grammy trip. Oh, that would have been a nice segue.
Nice transition. In retrospect.
So what's up with Grammys? I heard that there's some good picks, some not so big picks, and some pick of your dick.
I was waiting for that.
I was actually gonna say pick your nose.
I was like, it rhymes so well. Like
pick of your
something. Pick of your dicks. You already do. You already say it,
shit.
And the censorship is real.
That was fat
producers
shit.
left.
What?
Producers threw all the papers on the ground.
Already 42.
He's like, I'm done. Imagine we're proud of ourselves. Gibberish for 42 minutes.
Already. Oh man.
Hey, check it out, bro. Look what we did.
What do you think the coolest thing about the Grammys is?
There's a lot of cool things.
Cool things. Shout out to Luis.
Cool things. Shout out to the Conservatory of Music Production for letting us record here, by the way.
CMP.education.
Trying to get into the industry, trying to get into audio engineering, music production.
Hit
them up.
Americans,
They already know. They got a
education.
studio. Y'all already know what it is for show. So the Grammy Awards, dude. I actually liked a couple things from that.
What happened?
I like Kendrick Lamar getting a lot of Grammy nods. That's number one.
What did he get?
I also, I think he was nominated for Best Album of the Year for the Black Panther one.
Who that?
For Song of the Year. Dude, he killed it, man.
Who got Song of the Year also? You said someone else got nominated. Drake and, well, there's a couple different nominees for that. Yeah, Drake and Travis Scott. Yeah.
Travis Scott, they were nominated. Yeah, they were nominated. That was like a like, yeah. Like I like, yeah. Like I like, it happens overnight.
Like
it
happens overnight.
Happens overnight.
Are you a member of the Recording Academy yet?
What happened?
Are you a member of the Recording
Not
Academy?
yet, dude. I'm not
You
yet.
need to get our registration.
Soon enough.
I was actually registering for that shit the other day, and they said,
I'll be voting for the
no
Grammys
thanks.
soon enough.
no, I'm just
Take
kidding.
your vote and shove it.
2020.
They sent you a
2020. Should be set up for 2020. But for 2019, all right, so the Grammys, they got K-Dot, they got Drake. Anything else that stuck out to you?
Mac Miller nominated for Album of the Year, dude. Yeah, it's good, man.
Dude,
Love is always small.
that was so dope. We were listening to that right before this show. It's so sad.
Why you at the mall?
So sad to have to be appreciated once you pass, but so crazy. I was just saying, like, Dan, I know we think it's. I think we talked about this on an earlier episode this season, and just when Mac Miller had just passed, because that was while we were recording.
We did.
And I remember
producer verified it.
I remember I just being so like mad at myself because after I listened to like the last two art pieces that he put out, the LPs, and I was just like,
oh, dude, those albums are so good.
Wow, like just
the last one in particular to me. Is
because
like,
before that I had still
that
listened.
one was like, whoa, he hit another level. But yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just like I kind of kept up like up until that point, but just for the last two albums I just didn't hear anything, and then after his passing, I'm not usually that guy that's like, oh, I gotta go listen to this now. But it was just like, damn, everyone's talking about how amazing this last album was, and I can't believe I haven't heard this.
Oh, that motivated you to go check it out.
Yeah, so I was just like, yeah, is it really that good? And then so I listened to him, and then I listened to the previous album as well, and I was just like, wow, like this is really. What did I tell you when I walked in? I think we were listening to it, and I was just like so amazed and pleasantly surprised and in reverence to his artistry, bro. Like, to be that. You were just talking about how he rode the beat like so skillfully, and I was just like, it's so crazy how
he definitely found his pocket. To me, like I had some commentary on that, but yeah, go ahead, let me know.
No, that's it. It's so crazy that you can have someone that raps amazingly over a beat or does whatever they do, sing or whatever over a beat, but it's just a completely another thing to just become a true part of the song, a true like art piece of the song, like. And just like write it. Don't fucking disturb the waves. Go with the waves and make it a better thing.
And you make it better instead of just adding something on top that's
adding
just like,
noise.
Oh, you just added noise to it. Exactly, dude. It's like that last album, dude, in particular, when he was alive, I went back to go listen to that album when it came out. And I was going through it, and I was going through his catalog, and I remember thinking to myself, holy crap, man, this album is ridiculous. Like, the production is insane. Like, the writing's good. He's so comfortable on the mic. He's in the pocket. Like, he's just writing. He's writing these dope-ass tracks where I was like, he does not get the fucking respect he deserves. Like, I remember thinking that when he was alive. And I swear to God, it felt like it was like a month had passed after I had been thinking that. And then I heard that he had passed away. And I was like, holy shit, man. What I thought was a classic album for him just turned into a fucking classic album for everybody. Yeah. And that's a bummer to think that it's like, it was already classic. Yeah, it should have been classic for everybody. But him passing away had to really, like, that's what made everybody listen to all his stuff even more. His praise went up and all that. And it's like, not that it wasn't that he was undeserving. It's just that he was so deserving when he was alive that he deserved that those type of praise.
And that's actually why I was truly kicking my ass. Because it was once I really heard him and I was like, that sucks that I didn't hear these before. Like, I was really sad. I was like, I'm sad that I didn't hear this.
That before. Tiny desk performance that he has there.
Oh, yeah.
And then with the bass, what's his name? With Thundercat there. Oh, my gosh, dude. If you guys haven't seen that Tiny Desk performance, Mac Miller, it is ridiculous. Like, so fresh, so dope. I love that he's controlling the mic. And you were talking about that, too, how he's actually controlling the set. You said you saw Chance the Rapper perform live, and he did that, too. Like, what were you talking about that? You were saying something about that.
Yeah, just like, it's when we were listening to the Mac Miller stuff, I was just like thinking about how what we were just discussing about the way you add yourself into a song truly and become a part of it. And it's like the same thing on live performance. Like when you actually listen to his albums and then the Tiny Desk performance even, like there's a difference between being an artist with a backing band, and there's a difference between that and being an actual lead person. Yeah. Like lead man, lead conductor, band leader,
control.
Like a band, exactly what like the band leaders of the days of old, like back in the days.
It's like band leader, definitely, a conductor of like what's happening.
Because there were people that
band leader, dude.
There were people that were before that were. Yeah, like even in like I Love Lucy and shit. Like
traditional way of looking at it, but I think it's so true.
It's true, and it's like because obviously with generations and time passing, like music has changed and what's important in music performance has changed a little bit, but has it? So that's the thing. It's like what we're used to seeing now is like after a while, it's like you have all these solo artists out there and they're doing a great job. They got backup dancers, and they got bands, they got pyrotechnics, they got everything. They got a huge back screen with all these graphics. But it's still something else, and because you see so much of that, you get desensitized to it. You become desensitized, and then when, like I said, at Day and Night last year, at the Day and Night Festival, when I saw Chance on night 2 and I actually saw him perform, it was like a truly religious experience because it was that fucking good. And I'm not even a hardcore Chance fan. If anything, it caused me to be more of a Chance fan. But it's like
he was controlling the whole show,
dude. Like the way
I love that
he was performing.
That's a true performer. Because remember we were talking about before.
Yeah, true performer.
You could be an amazing artist on the record, and you can't do that live. Or you can do that live and be a fucking great conductor, great band fucking leader.
But you just can't, you don't have that it thing.
You don't have that it to do that on the record.
Like, and be
live. These little things, and it's so crazy because it's like, that's one skill. The other one is one skill.
Right.
Dude, fucking writing a song is another skill. Right. Making the beats another skill. Sitting there and putting that together. Dude, there's so many fucking things that come together. So that's why when you see these people and these artists that are good in different areas and they have these like talents in different areas, you're like, holy crap, man, like you really appreciate the level of appreciation for the artistry. Like it goes to another point, another level.
Yeah,
and that's something that I was looking at.
And so that's one of the things that also that when we were like kind of wrapping that up was that was one of those two moments where, because I always talk about Method Man and Redman when I saw them like 2-3 years ago in Las Vegas. Now that's another one that I've added to the arsenal of like, this is something that like,
holy
that's
shit,
the standard.
You saw them in Vegas because we saw them like 12 years ago.
Method Man and Redman?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Remember we saw them at Rock the Bells and they murdered it.
Dude, I didn't go with you to that actually. I heard that was amazing.
You did. Or wasn't there?
I don't think I was there. Dude. No.
It was Rock the Bells that I saw.
Yeah,
and they murdered it. They had an earlier set too.
Yeah.
They had an earlier set that it wasn't nighttime. Everybody was still coming to the seats, and they were destroying it.
And those
dudes are so dope on the mic.
They really truly take the performance so serious in a great way. Like and I remember they even said it because this was like three, maybe 4. I think I'm pushing it. I think it's 3 summers ago in Las Vegas. I saw them at a nightclub, and I remember like my girl had told me like, oh, let's go to this. Would you be interested in seeing like Method Man and Redman? I was like, am I interested? Fuck yeah, let's do it. But my expectations were so low because I've gone to clubs, obviously, as many people have, and they have this star there that supposedly like is a musician or a rapper or whatever artist. Yeah. And then they fucking lip sync a couple songs and they're gone.
And that's
it, right? So I wasn't expecting this, but they put on a fucking full-on concert. It was at least 45 minutes long, if not longer.
Wow, dude, that's so dope.
And if not longer, like it's just I was like, wow, just amazed that they were doing more than 5 minutes, and they were actually going hard like it was 2000. Like there was like fucking this is like 2015. So it's like they're going hard like it's 2000. They even said right after like a song or two, and they're just like huffing and puffing, fucking sweating, jumping around everywhere, and not that big of a stage. It's like but it's like a big enough stage, and they're just like like I was like. They're like, I don't know, they said something to the effect of like, if you didn't know like us or we ain't like these little kids that are doing this shit and like, that's all good and shit, but we do this shit real hip hop. Like, we do this for real. Like, we give it our all when we're up on stage.
That. Yes.
We give 110%.
My exact philosophy when I'm on stage.
So that shit, I remember once I saw that, like, I always have had like, put a lot of pressure on myself, as I know we've had many discussions about when we perform. The standard of excellence that we like try every time to or like expect to like reach, it went up another notch after that night, because it was dope, man. I have to like, because you can get lazy sometimes, and like you do it enough and it's like you just get complacent and lazy. And I saw that and I was like, these motherfuckers are 40 years old and like, or however old they are, they've been doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like in our eyes, they've been doing it way longer, but it's like in our eyes, we've known them as a part of pop culture for the last 20 years doing this shit. And it's like, bro, I have no excuse to not deliver a performance at least that good every time.
Dude.
Or at least try to with all my heart and soul.
100%.
So that, and then when I saw Chance was like another thing where I was like, wow, that was a whole nother aspect, because Red and Math was just a 2-man show, doing the best 2-man show you could ever do. Chance was taking this fucking 10-person act and like just becoming a part of it and truly leading it, and it was like just doing all. So it's like those are 2 different things, and it's like I look at that and it's like whenever I have a production that big, that's the minimum. Like that's truly what you should expect out of yourself really when you have a band, or like you've got other people on stage with you and you're the main act. Like that's your responsibility. Like to bring you're like the like you're the star of the fucking team.
I had a similar experience when I watched Little Brother.
Oh, that's right.
And it was for those of you listening. If you guys don't know who Little Brother is, go check it out. It's Fonte and Big. Too good. Imagine Big Pooh up in the house, dude. Like honestly, man, like Big Pooh and Fonte, and they used to be with Ninth back in the day. And I saw them. I think it was at the. Man, I forgot. It was some spot in LA, and they were playing. They were opening. It was the tour they were doing for the Get Back. super legendary show, man. Like anybody who was anybody or anybody doing anything in LA with like hip hop was like showed up to that show. Murs even came out for the performance and he played that LA song. This is L.A. California A. Dude, honestly, man, that was one of the best shows I had ever seen, especially at that point because Fonte was even saying it while he was performing. He was just sweating drenched, and they were just sweating drenched because they actually do dancing things. They do harmonies with each other. They do different things. Like they have a singer come on. Dion was there.
Ooh,
he was singing. He was doing harmonies with fucking Fonte, and it's like they were dancing, moving, and it's like yeah, man, they were just like sweating, dude. And like Fonte was just like, dude, if you go to a show, if you go to a concert, and the performer isn't sweating, he ain't doing it.
Yeah,
he ain't really performing. He's not really doing it. So
that's tough to do because all you gotta do is move around a little bit under those lights and you start sweating.
It's the damn truth.
So
honestly, dude, if
you ain't soaked,
so that's why check it out. So us looking at it as performers, and I'm here and I'm like fucking. I already did a bunch of fucking shows, like fucking antidote shit, doing all these damn shows, and I'm there and I'm watching this guy, and this dude's on fucking tour for the fucking country, doing a dope show in LA. Imagine it's a dope ass show. First country. Imagine he comes here, dude, and this fucking Fonte's up there, and these guys are rapping. They're fucking singing, fucking Fonte singing everywhere, doing harmonies live harmonies with Dion. It's like, dude, you make me step my game up.
You make my game up. Step my game up.
What's that song from the song? It's over. No, it's like it's over. It's over. No, it's the over song. It's over. I think you remember it's like
I'm a little too late right now to recall.
Oh no, that is
that is old time.
But the other one is from Reflection Eternal's album, the second one. And it's like, you can't. It's like, exit like shows up.
Yeah, totally. You can. That's with Dion.
Yeah, with Dion.
Okay. I thought you were doing like Fonte's part, but yeah.
No, Dion.
I don't remember how the rest goes, but yeah, I totally know.
It's over. It's just something like it's over. It's like we both should go because it's over.
To find that way, keep it moving, is you to keep it moving. Don't worry about everyone's like, what is going on? What?
It's a symphony of music. And with that, I think we might be heading out pretty soon.
It's a symphony, or is it the conservatory
of
music production? Thank you again, CMP, for letting us use the
CMP.education, CMP Music, CMP Studios. Thank you so much.
You know who else I want to give a shout out to?
goodliquorcheapbeer.
Yes.
Ooh.
You know who else I want to give a shout out to?
Who else?
Everybody. I want to give a nice little shout out.
Who are you trying to give a shout out to?
I want to give another nice little shout out to everybody that's listening to us on Spotify, on Apple Music, on anywhere that you have. But you know what? If it is one of the ones that also has music on it, Apple Music, Spotify,
there it is,
wherever it's at
Good Liquor Cheap Beer, by the way,
Amazon, Google. They all have podcasts and they all got music. And you know what? We want to give a shout out to everybody that has already listened to and who is going to listen to after they listen to this episode to anything under 3 names at the very least.
There it is.
The Antidotes.
There it is.
Jo Well.
Okay.
J-O space W-E-L-L.
And what's the next one?
Ceenario. C-E-E space N-A-R-I-O. You can find music from all of us, baby.
Everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, all that. Listen to Ceenario, C-E-E-N-A-R-I-O, Jowell,
good raps, good singing, good beats, all that dope shit.
The Antidotes crew. Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Jowell.
My name is Ceenario.
Good Liquor Cheap Beer.
Episode 14.
Oh, I like that. We should practice that one. Don't worry, producer, we're heading out, wrapping it up. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and see you later.
Laters, losers.
Matter of fact, dude. That shit cut out at the end too.
I know, like we kept it going. Oh shit, we laugh. I always forget that you guys are here. What's up, guys? Laters, losers. Peace out.